Welcome back to the Midweek Update.
Hey MEPM, welcome to this week's Midweek Update.
Today, let's take a look at the ambassadors here at MEPM and how school spirit is shown.
This and more as we take a look at what's going on this week on Midweek Update. I'm Sammi Rooney.
And I'm Gizzeth. Welcome back to the Midweek Update, the BMB show that brings you closer to the people and places in and around the MEPM community.
I love all the school spirit being shown here at MEPM.
Me too. Speaking of school spirit, this week is Spirit Week.
It is. To start off the week, we have Matching Monday.
Did you match with anyone, Sammy?
No, not this time. Did you match with anyone?
Me neither. We should have matched.
Next time. Yesterday was Team Tuesday, where everyone got to wear their favorite jerseys.
Today is Sweather Weather Wednesday, so make sure you have your favorite fall attire on.
Tomorrow we have no school, so unless you want to be at school alone, you should have a relaxing day at home.
But although we have off for Veterans Day, it is still important to celebrate them and all they have done for our country.
I completely agree. To end off our Spirit Week, we have For the Troops Friday. So be sure to break out red, white, and blue or your favorite camo clothing.
School spirit is a big part of what makes the MEPM community what it is today. BMB's Emily Yuck gave you a closer look on how important showing your spirit is.
Winning the 2018 News 12 School Spirit Showdown, MEPM High School has proven itself to be a powerhouse in regards to school spirit and enthusiasm. However, frequent school shutdowns and constant event cancellations put a dent in the school's spirit.
I think MEPM is probably one of the most spirited schools that I've ever worked at. Last year was definitely not the best year to gauge school spirit because of the pandemic, but I think we're really coming back strong this year.
I think that we, had a pandemic that sort of squashed some of our spirit, and it wasn't anybody's fault that things, sort of died down for a bit.
While its prevalence has decreased in recent years, its importance has not only remained, but steadily increased.
Now that restrictions have been lifted on certain things, we should go back to, the things that we loved, and it maybe takes us coming out of our comfort zone for the last year and a half, but we should be at every sporting event and every drama production and every club meeting, because we haven't been allowed to do anything for so long that we should be, I think students here should be grabbing for opportunities, because you don't know when a shutdown could happen again.
Though some students may not remember, Carrie Hatcliffe, the senior voted most spirited this year by her peers, remembers fondly on the spirited events she witnessed during her time at MEPM.
Being at things like Battle of the Classes and St. Baldrick's and just seeing how the community came together was just a really great example of everybody's school spirit at MEPM. It just makes everybody's experience at MEPM a better place, and getting involved just will make everything a greater high school experience for everybody.
While all have been affected differently by school spirit in their lifetime, all have stressed the importance of school spirit coming back to the MEPM community.
And I think of the seniors from the class of 2020 and 2021 who took for granted so many things that they just assumed they were going to have and they didn't get to have. And I think we have to not take things for granted and embrace all the moments we have.
But I think we're really coming back strong this year, with homecoming 2 weeks ago and pep rally that took place last week. And I see all the posters up for the different clubs that are meeting and all the different activities that are taking place. With Elite and with the upcoming play and with what you guys are doing with Bellmore Broadcasting, that's just raising the bar even further than I've ever seen it since I started at MEPM. So I think we're headed in the right direction, and we're really doing a nice job in getting a lot of kids involved.
Contributing to school spirit is a really great way to meet people and just take in that everything MEPM has to offer.
And school spirit doesn't have to be large crowds. School spirit is really just showcasing your pride in your school, and that can be shown through being in a small club, that can be shown through playing an instrument, how you carry yourself, in the hallways. It's shown at games, it's shown at all of our events, and really representing what it means to be a pirate.
I think school spirit plays a big role, because when students are involved in a club or in a sport, it gives them a sense of pride in the school, and it makes them feel like they're connected to the school and to the community. So it's so important that we keep school spirit high, and that we develop ideas either through Ms. Geller and leadership and student government, or through the different clubs that we have available, because we really want to be able to reach all kids in one way or another and encourage them to get involved so that they feel connected to the school.
From BMB, I'm Emily Yuck.
Thanks, Emily. Some of the people who show a lot of school spirit are student ambassadors.
Student ambassadors are people who are chosen by the administration of students who display good grades, communication within the school community.
I'm happy you explained it because I wasn't completely sure what their title entailed.
They also set up donation drives around the holiday season and promote diversity and equality in the building.
Wow, that sounds like an important role that shows lots of responsibility.
B&B's Lily Yepes got to see some of the responsibilities of these ambassadors.
Not many know what the ambassador program does for the community, but it turns out it's quite an important effort.
So the ambassador program is a group of students from across the district, grades 7 through 12, and they come together for many different programs, and the purpose of it is to bring the community together through service and to show that everybody is all one.
Our ambassador program consists of representatives from each of our schools that come together on a monthly basis or maybe more to discuss ways we can enhance our school culture.
The ambassadors create unity, reduce prejudice, and spread kindness, making Mepham and the district as a whole a more tight-knit and inclusive community.
The program's accomplished a lot. From MLK Day, that's probably our largest piece. We're also involved with PS I Love You Day. The 5K run is a huge undertaking for them. We run a number of different things throughout the district.
For B&B, I'm Lily Yepes.
Thanks, Lily. That role holds high expectations and new opportunities for some students.
A lot of the ambassadors here at Mepham are athletes.
Speaking of our athletes, B&B's Tyler Steingberg has your latest in Mepham sports.
Thanks, Gizzeth. The Pirates football team this Saturday faced off against Valley Stream Central. The Pirates won big by a score of 42-13 behind a dominant performance by Dylan Dunn. He had 111 rushing yards, 2 touchdowns on the ground, 103 receiving yards, and 2 receiving touchdowns. You can watch that game on the B&B YouTube channel. The Pirates turn their focus next week as they play MacArthur at Hofstra University this Saturday. Congrats to Amo Crane Achichi, who qualified at States this past Saturday. In international news, both the NBA and NHL season are about a month in, and we are starting to see the true identity of these New York sports teams. Both the Knicks and Nets have had a solid start to the season. Both teams have a record that is well above 500. The Islanders and Rangers have also played extremely well hockey to start the season. The most impressive team out of the 4 have been the New York Islanders. They are 10 games into a 13-game road streak and have managed to play extremely strong hockey with a 5-3-2 record. That's all for me. For B&B, I'm Tyler Steinberg. Now back to you guys in the studio.
Thanks, Tyler. Make sure to be on the lookout for more sports on the B&B YouTube channel.
Also on the B&B YouTube channel is Talking Cookies.
On this month's episode, you could see Bree Boland, another one of your Midweek Update hosts, talk a little bit more about what the show really is about.
You won't want to miss it. Well, that's it for this week's episode of Midweek Update. We'll be back next week with some new stories from all around the BMCHSD to bring you inside the parts and communities we don't always get to see.
Until then, I'm Sammy Rooney.
And I'm Gizzeth Tiberia, and we'll see you all next midweek.